Hey, what's up guys? So this is a really tough video for me to make publicly to put this out there, but I figured, I might as well just put it out there because I've been starting to get a lot of comments about my YouTube channel. It's not getting a lot of views. And there was a comment that came from Jerry Mathis just recently on a video where I shared 7 items that I sold in my Amazon business. I've done a little over $70,000 in the last 30 days in my eBay to Amazon flipping business. But he said, Steve, your views, are going down. Instead of you growing this channel, it's receding more than your hairline. I don't even know if I have a hairline anymore because I'm bald, right? But Jerry made a really good point. He's like, dude, your YouTube channel, the videos, they don't get any views. Like, what's going on, man? Like, he's trying to really take me down a notch. And I figured, since Jerry's making this comment, I should come out and say, guys, I'm going bankrupt. I am literally filing chapter, is it 7 or 13? I don't know. One of those chapters, I'm filing bankruptcy because my YouTube channel, it just doesn't get a lot of views. If you guys take a look, it's getting 300, 400, 500, 600 views. And the truth is, I make all my money from YouTube. I don't have any other social media. My whole income, my whole life, the value I am as a person, it all comes from my YouTube channel. And Jerry, man, you really got to stop picking on me, man. I'm so depressed that my YouTube channel is, hitting all-time lows. Guys, I want to make this video because for some reason people think that your income equates to how many views you get on YouTube. Now, I'd be lying if I didn't tell you, I wish I was getting 10, 20, 30,000 views per video. I really wish I could. The problem is I'm in such a niche, a small little niche. I'm flipping items from eBay to Amazon. Amazon's a pain in the ass lately. There's not a lot of people who do it. There's a ton of suspensions. But guess what, guys? There's a word that a lot of people don't know. And Jerry, you might not know this word, so look it up in the dictionary. It's called integrity. I don't know if you've ever heard of that word or you've ever thought about how important it is in life to have integrity, to be honest, to be truthful with people, not to just do things for money. I could grow my channel like crazy. I could start making a whole bunch of videos about making money online and websites that pay you $150 an hour. And, I could share a whole bunch of content in terms of things that I'm not doing. But guess what, Jerry? I flip items from eBay to Amazon. Okay. And guess what? I'm hitting all-time record highs in my Amazon business. Last year alone, I did over $700,000 in sales in my Amazon business, made about $175,000 profit and paid myself about $130,000 after reinvesting in the business. And what's best about it, and I'm not really going bankrupt, guys. The point of this video is to talk about you might have really small amounts of views on YouTube, but you could still be making a killing, right? So I'll circle back to that. But dude, I only work sometimes a couple hours per month in my business. It's gotten to the point now where I've outsourced and systematized my business so much that there's really nothing that I have to do. Now, that doesn't mean that it's always going to be like this, right? I could get my account suspended in the future, or I could have a virtual assistant quit, or I could get a whole bunch of brands gated. There's been a bunch of regates lately and my whole business could change. But for the last 4.5 years, I've been flipping items from eBay to Amazon and I've been making an absolute killing, and I'm really proud of it. So Jerry, and to anyone else who thinks all because your views are going down, that means you're not making money, you're not happy, you're not having success. I don't say this to impress you, but to impress upon you guys, my views are going down. Over the last 4.5 years, let me put it this way, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, I used to do 3,000, 5,000, 7,000, 10,000 a month in sales. And my views were super high because I was talking about a lot of content that everybody could do, right? Anybody and their mom could go out to a thrift store and, buy and sell books and flip board games and sell clothing on eBay. And those types of videos get a lot of views. But again, back to the word integrity. I feel a lot of people don't really value that word anymore. Being honest. I'm the type of person who I'm not going to just do something for money. Now, I'm not perfect. I've made mistakes in the past. Maybe sometimes I've promoted some products that, I wasn't necessarily doing. But I always tried my best to be honest and say, hey, I'm not doing this, but hey, this looks like a good opportunity. I remember, back in 2017, 18, 19, I was promoting the wholesale formula, right? The thing is, I thought it was a really good course. I went through it. I wasn't personally doing wholesale, but the guys, they were getting good results. I saw students getting results. It was a well put together program, so I promoted it. I don't think there's anything wrong with promoting something that you're not doing if you're honest and upfront and just transparent, And a lot of people, they're willing to do whatever it takes to get a ton of views, to get the spotlight, to make a ton of money on social media, promote a bunch of products that they don't tell people they're not doing it. They're not honest. They don't have integrity. And I feel I do, right? And if you wonder, some people are probably man, this guy sounds a little cocky. He sounds he talks talks like he has all the answers. And I don't mean to come off like that, but you have to understand, like, there's two types of people in this world. There's people who talk a big game, like maybe they learn about an opportunity 3-6 months ago and they dabble a little bit and they get some results. And then there's people who've been doing it for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years. I've been selling on Amazon for over 10 plus years. I've made over 3,000 videos on YouTube, right? I've done a lot of business. I've done a ton of partnerships. Like, I'm building my own software company now. I have multiple softwares that I've built. I have a lot of experience in this game. So when you actually come from experience and you're speaking from a place of actually doing something and putting in those 10,000 hours of hard work to master something, like I've done with YouTube, like I've done with Amazon, like I've done with a lot of things, you talk with confidence. And some people who are insecure, they don't like it, right? So I know I'm all over the place right now, but guys, my views have gone downhill on YouTube fast. But guess what? My level of happiness has gone through the roof. My Amazon business has 10x. That's what I was talking about before. Talk about thrifting and selling clothes, tons of views. Wasn't making a lot of money. Now I've niched down. I've really mastered something, right? eBay to Amazon flipping. I know it's not for everybody, but my income has gone through the roof. My views have gone down. Guess what, guys? A year and a half ago, I was 50 pounds heavier. I've lost 50 pounds, so I'm getting fitter. I'm winning in that area of life. And I'm not trying to come off like I'm a hot shot, because I'm not. I don't think I'm any better than anybody else, but I've lost 50 plus pounds. My income has gone up. My net worth has gone up. I'm officially a millionaire, which I became, I think, a year and a half, 2 years ago now. My relationships are getting better. The amount of freedom that I have in my life is getting better because I've outsourced, I've built systems, I've put processes in place, I've put my money where my mouth is, right? That kind of sounds weird, but a lot of people talk a big game, but they don't back it up with money. I've flipped over 30,000 products in the last 4 years, flipping from eBay to Amazon. I've spent over $1 million on eBay, right? I'm guessing over $1 million. I know last year was like over 300,000, so maybe close to $1 million. I put in eBay sellers' pockets and I flipped those items on Amazon. I've made over 3,000 videos. And I know you're probably thinking, Steve, why are you wasting your time with this? Because I know we live in a very shallow society now where people they'll judge you based on the amount of views that you have, okay? And they'll look at my YouTube channel and it's funny. People will be like, are you doing okay, Steve? Like, your views are really down. Like, why do you keep creating content? Like, why are you talking about, like, you could do other things that get a lot more views? Integrity. That's what I do. I'm not going to make content about things that I don't do. Now, I know there's things I could probably do. Like, I could promote wholesale, people and online arbitrage people. The problem is, I don't think for the average person, wholesale is a good idea. Now, I have a lot of friends who kill it with wholesale, who have a lot of experience with entrepreneurship. They've been in business for a while. They've been in the game, right? Like, they have capital. I think if that's the case, I think wholesale could be a great opportunity. But I'd say for the average person, wholesale's not a good idea because it takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of skills. It takes employees in a warehouse or working with a prep center and a lot of product research. And it takes a lot of time to get back your money. And with online arbitrage, I know people who are killing it. I met a bunch of people at Miami Seller Conference, but I feel like for the average person, with all the gating going on, with all the capital that you need and all the price tanking, I don't think it's the best idea. So I've kind of decided over the last maybe about almost a year, I don't really want to be promoting like wholesale courses and online arbitrage. And I just want to talk about what I'm doing. And what do? I flip items from eBay to Amazon. I go to thrift stores from time to time. And even though I'm not huge into like flipping books and going to thrift stores anymore, I think it's one of the best ways for people to make money. So I still, make videos and have my team like make reels on Instagram and stuff. So like I've kind of come to a place where it's like, I don't want the views to own me. And a funny thing as well is you might look at my channel and be like, man, this guy's broke. Like, he's not making any money. Like, his views are really far down. Sometimes in life, you do things and you really niche down and master something and not a lot of people like care about it. They don't like it. Like, there's not a lot of buzz around it. If you can master something like that and learn how to double, triple, quadruple down on it, like I have with eBay to Amazon, you could make a killing. And I have been. Like, I'm not getting rich off of it, right? Like, I put over 6 figures profit in my pocket last year, but that's incredible because I could spend time building my software. I could spend time getting fit as a mofo. Today, I actually did my first pull-up, which I'm freaking pumped up about, Jerry. How many pull-ups can you do, Jerry? But it's like life is going so well. Now, do I have challenges? Of course. Am I depressed sometimes? Yes. Do I have personal issues going on? Yes. Like, everybody is. Like, it's just, we live in a world now where there's just a bunch of fakeness, right? And integrity is a word that a lot of people just don't seem to have. And I'm not perfect. I'm not trying to act like I am your role model and, I should be at your kid's school giving a speech about integrity. I don't mean that at all. I've made a lot of mistakes. I still do. But I pride myself now on making content that I'm actually doing, that I'm living. Like, I'm in the trenches. You could say whatever you want about me. You could talk about my bald hair. You could talk about my past, blah, blah, blah. But there's one thing you can't say. You can't say this guy is a fake guru. You can't say that this guy's not living it. Like, I'm in the trenches. Like, there's hardly, I don't know, there's probably not more than 5 to 10 people who can school me on eBay to Amazon. And that's pretty cool to say. Like, there's other people who are doing more than me and whatnot, but I feel like I've really mastered that. And I'm still learning, right? But I'm very proud of that. And I'm proud to be able to talk about things that I do, to have integrity, to not be just living and dying based on getting another view. And here's another funny thing. You could also make a lot of money not getting a lot of views if you have a really loyal small audience, right? Like, I've built my software company up now to where I could probably sell it for 6 figures or more. Now, that's not like anything to like, that's not going to get you rich or anything, but I'm pretty proud of that. Not getting a lot of views, not having a huge audience anymore. Like, I still make really good money with affiliate marketing, by promoting products that I'm actually using, right? And things I'm actually doing, like promoting my software, different affiliates. I built business relationships. You don't need a huge audience to make a killing. A lot of people out there, they will judge you based on the amount of views that you have. But I'll tell you, after being in business for over 10 years, there's people out there who only have 500 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers. They only get 100 views, 200 views, and they're making a killing. And the only way that you would know that is if you're actually in the game. So that's it. Filing bankruptcy. No, I'm not filing bankruptcy. Things are going great. Life is good. Income is increasing almost every single year, learning a lot. And, I get a ton of views actually on Instagram. I get pretty much the most amount of views. I get some good views sometimes on the Facebook Reels, also on TikTok. And I have a really big email list, which is a great way to be able to connect with your audience as well. So that's all I really wanted to say. Let me know what your thoughts are, and be sure to smash that like button. Jerry Mathis, man, give this a like. You left a comment on my video saying you should go buy a Corvette and let the wind hit your hair or through your bald hair. And I commented back and I said, Jerry, I will give you a ride to your job any time of the week. Just hit me up. I'll pick you up in my convertible. I'll take you to your job. I'll drop you off, but you just got to make sure, the Uber picks you up. So put in that work, dude. Jerry, put in that freaking work, man. Start doing some pull-ups, man. Get your ass to the gym, dude. Start working on your mission. Honestly, start working on your mission. Put in that work. Put in that 10,000 hours of work, because if you do, you're not going to have time to be commenting and trying to take people down a notch. So with that being said, guys, much love. Have a beautiful day. This was a fun one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.